Hi everyone, it's Angela of Earrings by Angela, and I thank you for joining us in this Soulicious Sunday episode where we're going to be talking about throwing away the scale. You guys, this is amazing because you know what? So many times we are defined by numbers, right? um we're talking about how much we weigh all the time, how many calories this has, what our uh body mass index number is, and all that, and that is so not fun, right? How many of you are on a weight loss journey, or you're just trying to be healthier and you're working out? Um I work out a lot. Zumba is my thing, y'all. Zumba is my thing. I love to dance. But I also love to walk too. So here's the thing. I'm thicker than a snicker, okay? Yeah, I said it. And I ain't ashamed about it. I love every single part of my body. If you don't believe me, then you can check out the video on how I transformed my life using the chakras. That story is in there about my belly, y'all, my belly. Y'all like, what does that have to do? Just check out the video. So, because I want to stay on point. Seriously, seriously. So, you know, I've never been air quote skinny. Okay. I put air quote because, people define skinny in different ways. So it's whatever. But here's the thing. So I've had this long term relationship with Weight Watchers and other things, but I feel like I should have put stock in it, right? But so every week, you have to weigh yourself on the scale. And every week, well, I shouldn't say every week. Most weeks, the scale would be like, girl, you didn't gain a pound, or you didn't did this, or you didn't did that. And immediately, no matter what healthy changes I made, because everything doesn't add up, sometimes there's a delay before your body catches up to what's going on the scale anyway, and it depends on when you step on it and blah 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 blah, or in Charlie Brown talk, wah 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 wah. Yeah, that's my favorite. But so I was allowing myself to be hard on myself because of the number that came up on the scale. Meanwhile, here's the thing, y'all. I didn't know that because I had started strength training that maybe I wasn't losing on the scale, but I was gaining muscle. Well, the numbers on the scale didn't tell me that, right? Or something else may have happened where all of a sudden, there's been changes in the feature of my face. Like, oh, I can see those high cheekbones again. There's small changes. Maybe my clothes was fitting better, but and maybe I didn't. And I'm saying maybe because I'm trying to remember what I did, y'all. Maybe I had made a change where, okay, I was addicted to Kool-Aid back then, y'all. I'm gonna cut out 2 cups of Kool-Aid a day and I'm gonna replace it with water. Okay, now I'm off Kool-Aid altogether, just so y'all know. Get it together, people. But none of that was reflected on a scale. And what would happen is I would sit there and be hard on myself, like, oh my gosh, I've gained a pound. This is horrible, and then what happened? Right after the meeting, I'm going to McDonald's, like, fuck it. Real talk. That was my thing. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. And then I go into this downward spiral. And then what do you think happened? What do you think were the consequences that week? The next week? Oh, now you gained 2 pounds because you went into fuck it mode. That's not a good mode to be in. So here's what I learned, and you can take notes. This is what I had to do to change my mindset about that damn scale. Because you know what? First of all, do not become a slave to the scale. The scale will tell you nothing. Nothing of importance. It's not even honest. It's like predicting the weather. No one's certain about that. Um, so what I did was I would not focus on the number because I had to check in every week, so that number had to, they're gonna tell me this. But as soon as they said, oh, you gained or you lost, either way, I found a way to celebrate. So I would write in my journal because here's the thing: you want to write down what you're doing, right? You want to write down what you're eating, um, just to be aware. Because let me tell you, I'm gonna say girl, but it may be some fellas on here too. So y'all, when y'all write stuff down and you honest about it, everything you drink, everything you eat, and you be like, dang, I ate all that in one day, you're gonna start being like, well, let me cut back a little bit. Let me see. That's a good way to track. So what you should do is track what you're eating and track your workouts too. I'll get into that workout part in a minute. So what I noticed was when I started tracking things, um, and I would do it without the numbers. See, I I break the rules all the time. So, but I would do it without the numbers. I'm just tracking my food. What am I eating? Okay, okay. So I have too much. Let's use the Kool-Aid. I got too much Kool-Aid in here. Let me replace this with water today. Oh, okay. That cup of coffee I usually have. Oh, wow. I had 3 cups that day. Let me bring it down to one. Now let me use a little less creamer. Oh my gosh. Let me go to decaf because I got too much caffeine going on. I'm too hyper. But it's a way for you to reflect and review what you want to change. Not what people tell you to change, but what you want to change that'll make your lifestyle better. Because guess what? Most of the times when we get on the scale, we have the diet mentality. Let's not do that to ourselves because that means limitations, and that's not going to be the greatest lifestyle ever. But so you want to track what you're eating, but also put a heart by the changes you made, by the positive changes that you made. I did. It's like, okay, I incorporated a salad today and I didn't use as much dressing because, honey, let me tell you, mine used to be, can I have some salad with my dressing? Because it would be less leaves and more salad dressing. But just love the changes that you're making. And when I went into that mindset, that helped a lot. Another thing, here's an action for you. So this will be number 2. Any type of physical activity that you get in, write it down. So if you take a walk around the park or you take, a walk around the block in your neighborhood, or even if you do, I don't care if you do 1 push-up in a day. That's more push-ups than you did yesterday. Celebrate all the small steps. But listen, when you trying to have a healthy lifestyle, y'all, you got to celebrate every single moment because you will lose your damn mind if you are depending on that scale. That scale will mess up your self-esteem if you let it. I mean, it's good if you be like, oh, I lost 10 pounds, but don't let it be just that. Celebrate the fact that, man, I tried something new today. I ate a star fruit for the first time, and I might keep this, I might not keep this. Also write down, your moods. How are you feeling? Are you getting more sleep or do you have more energy? What's your level like? Oh man. And you get excited about those changes, and as your energy goes up, and I'm talking about your vibrations, your positive energy. Y'all know I'm always talking about high vibing. Um you'll start to unconsciously make those changes that will help you in your journey. So I gave you 2 action steps. No, I think I gave you 3. Let me recount for myself. So number 1, track everything that you're eating, you know, with or without numbers. I try not to get caught up in the numbers because I get distracted. Because if I'm on a 14 calorie, 400, 1400 calorie thing, And then I see like, oh, what I ate was 620. I panic and be like, what can I eat now? I'm going over, and that's too much pressure. So I don't write the numbers. Then put a heart. So that was number one. Put a heart next to the positive changes that you made. Okay. Number three, action. Write down your physical activity, no matter how small. If you did that squat, write that down. That counts because you're gonna uplift your um your butt and and your energy level, you know. Um so those are the things that you should do, but listen, don't try to depend on that scale for your happiness because that's too much pressure. Celebrate everything small. Celebrate all the wonderful changes that you're making, and it will come. It will come. So that is our thing for Soulicious Sunday. And thank you for joining us this week. For that is your motivation for the week. So I'm glad you came to feed your soul souliciously and deliciously and make your week the same, okay? Become soulicious so that your week can be delicious. Until next time, my loves, I'll talk to you later.